guys, welcome to this pick a card. For today's pick a card, it's actually going to be a little bit of a different focus. So, a lot of you guys, as you know, I do quite a few things, but one of the things that I do is shadow work. So, I actually really, actually really love giving shadow readings. And I've purposefully kept them only at $20. So if you're interested in a shadow reading, please do go ahead and check my Etsy page. But that way, there's no excuse for not looking at your shadows. Now, speaking of that, I love how they gave me a shout out because oh, look at this card. It says Awakening, literally my Instagram, Awakening all you light workers, right? So, there may be some lovely messages in here for me as well. So, for this shadow reading, pick a card. I have set out 6 piles. 1, 2, 3, cherry, 4, 5, and 6. All right. So I will give you guys a few seconds to select at least one pile. So if you've never done a pick a card before, basically what it is that you take a few breaths, you set your intention to select the deck or decks that speak most to your experience, right? That offer you the most. And it is possible to be drawn to more than one deck because there may be messages that come through for you in each. Now, that being said, before I have you pick one, I'm going to show you what the collective. No, you know what? Let's go ahead and choose one first. I'll give you a few seconds to choose which of these decks speak to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, oh, excuse me. Okay, so hopefully you've chosen, and if you still need a little bit more time, go ahead and pause. But I know it's time because I looked up and it was like 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Two, two, two. Um, before we head straight into the packs, I do want to let you know what the collective energies are saying. First of all, Spirit is showing the Page of Emotions or Page of Cups coupled with the Devil card. But the way that they're putting these two together is to show that you may be setting the best of your intentions, you may be doing the best you can, and first of all, go you, right? However, what's happening is that when we carry around these unresolved, unhealed, even unseen and unacknowledged energies within us, which do eventually become physical in some way, right? What happens is that it affects us, right? It can affect our ability to manifest things of a higher nature, and it can put us on paths of repeating patterns, constantly having the same person or situation come into our life. It can also hinder our ability to be creative, right? Because literally what it does is it creates a lens for us through which we view the world. But when you heal these different parts of us, these different traumas, and a lot of which sometimes come from past lifetimes, right? What happens is that you free yourself up quite literally to see more clearly and that leads to better responses. Notice I didn't say reactions, but leads to better responses and all sorts of goodies. So there is value in the guides are like teamwork. I love it. We're all helping. Yeah, they're all here, by the way. If you are attracted to this video and you felt drawn in some way, or please know that I'm already feeling your energy. So these cards, I haven't even looked at it, but I know that I drew the cards first, and whoever, it's for, your spirits are already in attendance. And that's just how it is. So your guides, God bless you guys, okay? So, yeah, feel free to take notes, and God is good. The other thing that they wanted to say is that, see this Tower card? It's in reverse, right? I love this card. First of all, I don't like the Tower card. It hurts. But this card is stunning. And please excuse the lighting right now, guys. I do need to upgrade my lighting. I just moved, so I need to get some additional lighting. But this is the Tower card, and she's so badass. Look at her. She's like, yeah, that's right. I broke through that rock. stone and lightning, right? But it came out in reverse. So Spirit is saying, yes, these are whatever comes through here for you. These are things that need to be broken down, need to be acknowledged and cleared. All right. The last two, as if in answer to what it is. Oh my gosh, yeah. See, I know because there's a spiritual service card. Yeah, that's what I do. Look at this. This is what you need to be looking at. This is the goal, to be like this. Right? But right now we're in the space where we're awakening. See the light coming out? We're awakening to what needs to be healed. Look at her, she's in shadow as well, right? And so look at the card that's clarifying. Same colors, but this person, you, putting on your glasses, and look, 1, 2, 3, looks just like the Tower card energies. So long story short, look, let's get down to business so we can know what needs to be healed. All right? Okay, let's jump right in. All right, group 1. Hi, group 1. So, group 1, if you mean, again, feel free to check any of the other cards, but if you selected group 1, then I see third ray of creative intelligence, and I see the Chariot card. So remember, we are looking for shadow energies here. So let's see, let me see, and let you know what it is that I'm getting. If this card is for you, I do feel a lot of blockage in the throat chakra, but they're saying in the third chakra, right? Your will center, the solar plexus. In fact, take a look there. Some of you may also need some energy healing to reduce the leakage. I'm getting that some of you have leakage of your energy in different places, so that's something that, a nice little energy healer like me, but others as well, can do for you. They can take care of that. So let's see, you can also ask your angels and guides to gather near you, and your medical team, because we all have a medical team. Please ask them to help you as well, but they are bringing this to your attention. Some of you need to change your diet as well. Somebody has changed their diet. I'm feeling that more greens is looking good. It's almost like for somebody here, the more color that you bring in, the better you'll be able to work with them as well in your creative life. So but the shadow energy here is that you hold yourself back. And the way that you hold yourself back is in terms of your expression. It's almost like you may present, because I'm seeing a little hypocrisy here, you may actually present, not to give into your imposter syndrome if you have any, but you may present yourself as being like this psychedelic person, this innovative person, this new person. There's a little bit of a sense of innovation, like I do things newly, and like you may project a certain image of yourself, but the truth is that when you really get down to the nitty gritty, it's almost like you're missing a step here. Spirit would like to see you put more pep in your step. They'd like to see you bring yourself in more into congruence, is the word that they're saying. They're dancing around the I word, integrity here, because remember, integrity means basically at its they just keep saying will center, will center, will center. For a lot of you in this group, your will center is a powerhouse. You're very, very strong. You're very dominant. Some people may say very staunch, even very inflexible. Some of you may have some really heavy Virgo placements, but not necessarily. But what I'm seeing though, Spirit is saying you have to put your will where your mouth is. Get it? Yeah, get it, God. Get it, guides. Get it, guides. Yeah, so this is a call for you to be more dominant in your expression, but in the right way. Be about something. A quick example, like this is so unique, it could be for one person here, is maybe you are an artist. Maybe you actually are a gallery artist. You have, you present gallery pieces and you say you care about the homeless or something, but yet you never donate money. You never really do anything to help that community. That's just a quick example of how you fall out of step, out of alignment with your higher expression, your integrity, right? That's a very specific example, but for others of you, it could be all about walking your walk, talking your talk, talking yourself up and really believing it and putting yourself out there. So this has a very wide range of application when it comes to the details, but the master energy here is that you are not in your integrity. You're not walking your walk or talking your talk. Now, there's some shadow energies there, but I also see some mission energies there. So if you're in that group, in group one, you may actually have spiritual service, or I just heard social service of some sort. Um, Lots of times there's an overlap there to do, but you're kind of still holding yourself back. Okay. Alrighty. So anything else there? I'm also getting a pompous energy. I know I don't feel beat up on, guys, if you chose group one. But I do see some pompous energies going on there, so you might want to also watch your arrogance is the word that's just literally barreled out of my mouth. But excuse me. Yeah, they're showing you. They're like tower card, yellow card, red card, cut it out. Okay, so they're calling that on you. Okay. And we're all here for the messages. God is good. All right, thank you. God bless you guys. So we're gonna head on to group two for the shadows. In the shadows. Oh, group one. Sorry, group one. If you'd like to have a personal reading or an energy healing session with me, go ahead and check my Etsy page, and I do offer shadow readings as well. God bless you. Okay, let's go to group two. Shadow energy. Group two. You are ready for a change. I love it. You're on the verge of a change. I see a lot of you not being afraid to look in the mirror. Go you. Not being afraid to make changes. It feels, but there's a little bit of a karmic cycle here. There's something here. For some of you, it's a person you're connected with. You're giving your power away. This is father issues. Ding dong, ding dong. I love why did they do the bell sound? Okay, this is for somebody. Father issues for somebody. You should be like light years ahead is what I'm getting. Light years ahead. Look at you on the verge of going, but you stop yourself. Constantly stopping yourself from taking that last step, signing that lease, opening that separate account, doing things, whatever it is that would take you into greater independence. And almost the word that wanted to come out is interdependence. So this is reeking of codependent energies here. And I almost want to say I'm sorry to hear that, because the reason why, well, I'm channeling, so somebody is saying they're sorry. But the reason why the energy is like, I'm sorry to hear that, is because it's almost like all this potential you've got. And the reason why you're stuck, because you're feeling stuck here, it's absolute stuck, is because you can't let go of your father energies. Some of you, this could even be past lifetime, like, needing the approval, needing the codependent. I always have somewhere to fall. Somebody values me. Someone thinks I'm a good girl or I'm a good boy. Living for those words, but this is not what you should be living for, because it's almost like it's an anchor just holding you back, holding you down. Start meditating for yourself around the idea of taking the steps as if you were pushed to make this decision without this person. And then if you like, you can agree, I'll share what comes from this with my new partner. They're saying, yeah, listen, what's on the other side of this door? It's abundance. For some of you, it's a new partner. It's just new stuff. It's shaking off the old, but you really have to get out of the shadow of your father. Okay, this is coming through very strong. This could again be, well, it's definitely stemming from past lifetime, but I would be really surprised if it didn't manifest in this lifetime as well. Now, yes, it could also be a mother or mother figure who's vibing very masculine, but this is coming across as a could even be a drunk father, absent father. Like, because I'm just seeing somebody that you're so tied to, and you so want to be a good girl or a good boy, but it's almost like this person is incapable of seeing who you really are, to let alone to being able to assess what would make you a good or bad kid. But on top of that, I do feel that some of you are serving, notice the word just changed, serving a father figure that is actually gaslighting you on purpose. Okay, there's malice involved in that. And there's something to be said, because the energy I'm getting attached to this is and yes, one of you just asked me, could this actually be a partner I'm with now? Heck yeah. Living your father issues through a current partner? Oh God, yes. But what I was gonna say here, hold on, let me get it back, because that thought came in really quickly. What was it? Oh my God, it's gone. Hold on. I forgot. But that's okay. Um, the point is, you need to step out of this, guys. You have to, because you you maybe, again, I'm getting the energy. Oh, got it. Thank you. I'm getting the energy. That for some of you, you're dealing with someone who has malintent. This is malicious intent, and it could be as simple as them thinking, oh, okay, well, whatever, as long as I'm set for the rest of my life, I'm good to go. As long as there's someone there I can fall back on for this lifetime, then I'm good. This could be somebody who, you know, would be happy to just have you in by the wayside. So if they get sick, or if they need a helping hand, or just there's always you, right? It's time to step out of this shadow, pun intended, right? Because if you got group 2, you were, it's like you literally have a horse right there. You literally have a horse right there. But look at that spiral. You're stuck, and you're right here before the door. You're poised, and the reason why you would have somebody wonderful waiting on the other side, a great job waiting on the other side, all this stuff on the other side of this door that you're stuck at, that you're choosing not to go through, by the way, it's choice. The reason why it's almost like I can guarantee something wonderful is going to come right after this is because you will be kicking, by disconnecting and disentangling yourself from this codependent energy that you're in. It's almost like taking off a full on raincoat and stepping into goodness, because you're, the only thing that's stopping you is this energy, your adherence to staying stuck. Now, I understand that some of you may manifest as a parent who's ailing, and you may feel stuck in your circumstances. I do feel somebody here, at least one person, had plans to travel the world, or had plans to do something in a very creative way. I'm just seeing a lot of artistry in some way, and maybe you had to step back and felt obligated to care for an elderly parent, or just whatever. And there's no easy answer to that. But I can tell you that if you're watching this video and you've selected pile 2, I will tell you that there's another life waiting for you, and that you, not to say should have already been, but I definitely see, yes, you could have already been in this new life already, happily. I'm getting for somebody here, happily, for 4 years at least. Another person, 7 years, right? So please do keep that in mind. If you selected group 2, you deserve to play now. It's time to move. It's time to move, especially if you're, I almost want to say move out. Somebody here is, you're probably still living with this person. And again, it doesn't actually need to be a parent, but you could be living your parental issues out with whomever this is, okay? I'm also getting that for somebody, you're living with a very dominant female energy. Might be a roommate, all right? So just watch that. I do feel drugs are involved. This person may actually, do drugs. It could be like something like marijuana or something, but there's a little bit of an energy of a checking out energy. So just watch that. This is just not your speed. It's not your life. It's you're in the wrong lane. All right, God bless you. Okay, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, or if you'd like to have an energy shift reading or healing, that one is live via Zoom. Just go ahead and follow my Etsy page, and yeah. All right, and check in with any other cards that you feel drawn to. Thanks, group 2. Love you. All right, group 3. Bung. Group 3, you like to know the writing on the wall. Oh, that's the shadow. Because you know why? Look at how this is. The shadow is denial. You see how they made me show you the cards? Ding. But then look at this. You've got the Ace of Swords, divine communication. That's some good communication, but yet your head is turned, right? Group 3. You're your own worst enemy, but we all are, aren't we? But in your case, you might actually be amazing at helping other people finalize details, get things together, fine-tune stuff. You are very detail-oriented when you're ready. But when it comes to your stuff, I just feel that you don't feel confident enough. You don't have confidence that you're strong enough to face everything. And I think that there's some of you here who may be experiencing this in your relationship to your siblings or your peers who are like siblings. You see how I keep sighing? It's like, this is a very successful group, by the way. Some of you guys are giving me heavy Virgo Capricorn vibes. Some Leo placements as well. Yeah, some of you born in March could be April. What am I saying? Could be Aries or Pisces, but getting March energies. Either way, some of you are very militant in your approach to things. Listen, you are built for destruction, I'm hearing, in a good way. Like, you could be a really great attorney. You would destroy the competition because your attention to detail is good. But the shadow here is that it's almost like I see you regress to a child's energy. Some of you coming in age 3, some of you coming in age 8. Age 8 is pretty strong. Other ages as well, 17 I'm getting, especially if you were abroad at that time. But these ages are trauma ages, and these ages kind of caused you to shut down when it comes time to seeing your own stuff. Now, we all kind of do that because there is, it's not easy to see our stuff. And sometimes we need somebody who's skilled to, number one, assess what works for us, and then to kind of lead us into that path. But if you're in this group, I feel that you're aware of this already, because you strike me as very self-reflective, very aware, again, very successful, as I'm saying that, look at the owl starting to show itself. So your energies are starting to open up now, which I like. So you're starting to pay attention, which would explain how you were able to manifest this video for yourself to watch, right? And again, I'm seeing some of you like, but I need it spelled out. Spirit has got you. Look, 1, 2, 3, look at all those flags. You are going to have this spelled out for you. You're going to be shown step by step what it is that you need to see in the way that you process information. You're very good at processing information. I could see that, okay? Very good. Okay, are you, what are your services? What do you offer? Because I might need, You're very good at this, but you need to start being unafraid to look at yourself. Oh, feeling 11 years old, someone here around Christmas, lots of devastation energy. Some of you may have been dealing with a father figure who was domestically violent. Some of you dealing with mothers who are absent. They could have been physically there, but constitutionally unaware is the terms the guides are giving. So maybe they may have been incapacitated in some way. They may have been checking out, dissociating, using substances to dull things. I'm getting very strongly, and this is going to be very, very clear for whoever this is for you to hear. Your parent, whoever this motherly figure is that may have checked out, could not even look you in the eye. You'll know if that's you. They could not look you in the eye and for real see you, because it would be too much of an awareness of what they're doing and how they're failing to show up and to be in their integrity. So you're gonna know if that's for you. You're gonna know that's for you. So the shadow that's coming through, God bless you guys, for group 3 is that you are so good at what you do and helping others. But now it's time for you to start being unafraid to look at yourself, because I'm just going to help you cut to the chase right now. Excuse me, it's going to take you some time, but let me help you cut to the chase. And you heard it here first. It's not your fault. Okay. That's it. Look, I could cue up Goodwill Hunting. We all know the scene. It's not your fault. Man, stop messing with me. It's not your fault. Oh my God. Can you imagine that scene? Woo. Oh God. So strong. That's it. He had his breakthrough because he finally understood on a visceral level, on a mental level. The levels just all came together. Emotionally, he was guided to just arrive at that awareness. that it wasn't his fault. And I do feel that that's where you're going to be heading, group 3, okay? Alrighty, poos. Alright, and if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, one of which is the shadow readings, or if you'd like to have an energy healing session with me via Zoom live, please go ahead and check my Etsy page. You know, all the goodies are there. Alright, if you feel attracted to any of the other options here on the board, please go ahead and check those timestamps. Alright, forgot to get some water. Okay. Group 4. Group 4, I can't even. Group 4, I'm just gonna let you know if why do we need to turn it over? Group 4, I'm feeling a lot of trickster energies with you. Pardon the tone, but spirit is bringing you up a little bit here. There's some trickster energies. You may be, if you're attracted to group 4, you may be, and I just felt some of you deflected, like, oh, that doesn't sound like me, that sounds like my parents. And hold on, we're here together. This is the shadow part. This is the intervention, group 4, okay? So before you try to deflect, I'm feeling a lot of trickster energies. You may find yourself being a shapeshifter, or at any point in your life being referred to as a shapeshifter, okay? Now, remember, I do want you to know, because I'm feeling your ears starting to tingle already. You're very good at shutting things out, but not today. I just pulled the corks out. Gently, of course. Ding! Little corns out of your your ears. Let me let you know that we shapeshift/pivot in order to get out of the way of our traumas, in order to get out of harm's way. If there's something that we deem harmful, one of the ways that one of the coping mechanisms that someone can develop is shapeshifting. They shift right out of it. And that can manifest for you as changing your identity all the time, mimicking others. I hate to say it, but gaslighting others as well. You must be seeing it wrong. I didn't say that. That's not what I meant, right? So I'm getting some of these energies here, all right? Now, if you legitimately, and I really take this with a grain of salt with your group, God bless, you guys know I'm here for you. But if you really find that I'm describing somebody you're dealing with, Spirit may have directed you to this reading to show you that you need to make some changes in your proximity to this energy. But if this is an energy that you are holding on to, right, then Spirit is showing you same message, that you need to make some changes in the way that you are going about it. So let's go about it here. Now look at this. You see, this is exactly how this works. And look, now that wants to change the energy. Look how it wants to change the order. Shape-shifting again. Everybody else's cards are big one, then small one on top. No, you gotta go small one at the bottom, big one at the top. It's almost like I always gotta change something so you can't see the real me, but we're dealing with energy. We're seeing it, right? I will say this. This is how it works with shapeshifters. Once you can nail them down, and you've got them listening and they understand, at the bottom it's the same energy, the same message I just told group 3. It's not your fault. And look at the cards that show up. The cards showing up are not even showing your shadow, it's showing your pain, because we already talked about the shadow. It was just in the air already. But look at the pain that's underneath. There's the grief card, and then we have this child card, right? Life path. So some of you may have, oh gosh, I feel that. Okay. Definite hugs needed here. Some of you have been dealing with please forgive me, but maniacal mother figure in your life. Good Lord. That's I mean, no shade, of course. This isn't the shade room. We're just coming through to give messages. But you notice how Spirit is saying, we understand. They want you to come in. They're like, come in, come get help, come start to get the healing done. Yeah, hit me up or reach out to whoever you feel safe with. But you do need to come in and reorganize some stuff, because I do see a really good veneer on the outside, but it's not as thick as you think. In other words, when we just the same way as we felt it, and as soon as we turned the cards, it just showed all your stuff. When we turned these cards, these showed the shadows, but the shadows were already coming out. The minute we turned the cards, we saw your pain. So as soon as, it's almost like we just poke that little, shell, and you will see everything. So come in, let's get some things righted. Again, I'm saying come in because I'm channeling, but go to whoever works best for you, whoever you feel comfortable, most confident with. For some of you, maybe you might want to start with some art classes, some art therapy, to kind of ease into expressing yourself and allowing that to come out. And yes, that does include music, healthy coping mechanisms, right? I do see that some of you in this chat here, oh, I'm getting some strong past lifetime stuff. Oh, yes, self-punishment from past lifetime, which is, there's a lot going on here. I also see in this lifetime overindulgence with food, God bless, right? As a comforting mechanism. You have some coping mechanisms. So first of all, very, very good at finding ways to self-soothe, to try to get yourself to self-preserve is the word I'm looking for. So I'm seeing a lot of skill there. However, and I see a lot of you have been really trying not to get that chip on the shoulder, right? But there is a little bit of a chip, because how could you not develop something like that going through these energies? These are very, very heavy trauma energies. So you've got the best of the best medical teams on your side already working with you. But I do feel that you could use some sorting out on the inside, because I'm feeling into your chest cavity in particular, your chest cavity heading into the torso. Things seem very jumbled up inside, okay? So it's almost like needing to rearrange some energy. So you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to do some of that for you. God bless, look at the card right here. Yeah, let's get it. And we're going to do some of that right now for you. But of course, if you'd like to continue, on a more personal level, you can hit me up. We'll have a hot beverage and do some intuitive counseling together, which is energy shifting and yeah, all of that. But let's get quiet, and if these energies can benefit anybody else here on this call, then it's for you as well. Thanks, angels. Thanks, guides. All right, so let's go in. I do see you're receiving the energy, so thank you for being open. Yeah. And just so you know, because I think if you're in this group, you've had a lot of people lie to you, tell you things, and I just want you to know that any energies that are sent towards you are for your highest good. And if for whatever reason they have an adverse effect on you, which they won't, just know that they become null and void just like that, okay? They're incapable of hurting, so you're in a safe space. So let's go ahead and thank you for opening the lower part of your bodies as well, especially in your legs, calves, feet. Some of you may actually have some injuries in the calf muscles. I see a lot of you holding your maternal pain from the mother energies there, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and flush a lot of that out. Some of you are going to get a better sleep tonight is what they're saying. God bless you. All right, so let's just, the energies are coming in. You might feel it, fun, and if you don't, it's okay. Yeah, feeling you. Okay, we're going to keep you open. Some of you are getting, there's a little bit of a trigger to kind of like shift again, but don't shift. We're going to help keep you open. Okay, it's understandable that you'd want to shift, but these energies are very calming, okay? All right, in fact, look how good you are. Now notice how the energies change, because we're talking to the inner child within you, around 7 years old for some of you. But look how good you are. Here you are receiving the energies, and you're holding your shifting and your coping mechanisms at bay, because you're receiving these energies, and we just want to thank you for that, okay? Yes, your inner child. Look at how she's looking out here. Yeah? So just yeah. this is just a fear. It's inner child fear, understandably. Okay, but we got you, little buddy. Okay, so there's gonna put a lot of energy into your abdomen now, and to get in there and really sort things out, sort yourself out. You may actually feel a little good over the next 3 days, and over the next 3 days, incrementally starting to feel better and better. Over the next 3 days, just make sure you drink a lot of water. Allow for these energies to get in and arrange things. Some of you may have a little bit of um, emotions come up, things like that. Just let them come up and out because they're just being released. Okay, God is good. Yeah, thank you. I'm also getting a hostile energy around one of you. Now they're showing me this card. Yeah, it's almost like it came up right behind my left shoulder and like punched me. And but not me. So it could be some of you had like a it could be an aspect of you actually that is traumatized and acts out because of the trauma it's received growing up. It's a young male figure, about 14 to 17. I wouldn't be surprised if he's 17, but vibing like a 14-year-old, kind of like a delinquent kind of energy, but a good kid underneath, but has been pushed into this delinquency because of that. I really feel that it's describing an aspect of you. So that energy is coming up to be recognized. So we want to love it and heal it. Remember, these are yeah, because it says I'm seeing a pattern here. It's either you fought back or you evaded, shapeshifted, right? So we're just gonna send you some loving energies here. Definitely group 4, you could use some energetic healing. Okay, so and meditate, connect with your guides and angels, and they'll direct you where you need to be. Of course, you can also reach out to me if that is something you're comfortable with. But either way, did you hear how I just coughed? The energy is just like, I like this energy now because it's almost like this little one hasn't talked. So a part of you hasn't talked. You haven't shared your story. You haven't. It's almost to the point where the vocal box like, does it still work? And it's like clearing your throat before you say, my name is. Hi, my name is. Right? And so, yes, all types welcome is what we're saying. Now see how the cards are like opening up a little bit more? Yeah, because you're showing yourself more here. Before it was like sliver. Here it's like, yeah. So opening yourself up and see you coming forward. Yeah, can we do this right now? Actually, I've got 2 other groups to actually work through. But you know where to find me. God bless you. Call me. But you can totally chill right here we'll leave that open. All right, thank you. Okay, so again, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, or if you'd like to have an energy healing session with me via Zoom live, please do check my Etsy page. And if there are any other energies that are coming through for you and you feel directed, go ahead and watch those timestamps, okay? Deuces. Bye. All right, group 5. Okay, we've got 20 minutes left. Group 5. Yawning already. Group 5. Some of you, if you belong to group 5, I'm feeling that you may have some very lethargic energies. You come across as very mellow. You come across as very comme ci, comme ça, kind of energy. But I have to tell you, you feel good, but I know that you wouldn't be on this table unless there was something here. So this is telling me that there's a shadow. This is telling me that you don't really. See how I started to stumble already. You don't really. Yeah, you don't express. So you would be someone, I would say, who wears a mask over your pain. And in fact, these 2 cards, they won't move. Everyone else's cards were just moving, but they're stuck together. 3 of emotions is the 3 of cups. This is celebration. In fact, look at these 3 faces, right? But it's like, hey, you don't have to see anything. Just know that I'm happy. This is that energy. But you come across very Sagittarian, so some of you may actually have some real Sagittarian placements. You come across like you could be a loner at heart, or by as a response to all this that happened. You come across as almost like a backpacking person, like that Sagittarian that, you know, deals with his or her pain by going on a backpacking trip, a trekking trip. You could have been a latchkey kid. I'm seeing you being very unsupported growing up, and possibly because your parents were super independent, but they forgot you, one of those energies, or they were absent, and you had to grow up on your own. You had to be responsible for monitoring your own achievements. You had to make things mean something for you. Like no one in your family, I'm getting, had the capacity or the will, I guess, to care about your achievements. They didn't care if you got the A, or they didn't care if your teacher called on you and praised you. It's almost like you had to create that meaning for yourself. Like, it means something that I passed and I graduated. It means something that I went back to school. It means something that I bought a boat. Um, the thing here, the shadow energy here is, I feel that you, on some level, are kind of tired of being alone, and your higher self is pushing you to get out of that phase so that you can start to discover the world through the eyes of another person. This could be about attracting a wonderful partner. A companion is what you're looking for. On some level, it doesn't even need to be romantic, but it's almost like your soul is feeling starved for new expression. You know how, like, if you're that one person who has a Netflix account but has never shared your password, so if everything that's populated there is based off of your own data, and you're like, gosh, it's so limited here. But you haven't tasted the joy of sharing your password or your account with multiple people, because that's a kind of joy, in a sense, that when you go in there, the algorithm populates things based on this wider variety of interests. So it's almost like you have such a great ability to discover more, to explore more, right? And so this is what your soul is wanting. But you carry a very calm and tranquil, and I say peaceful, but it's, the word is placid. But we know that still waters run deep, right? Right underneath the water, I think there's a tempestuous energy there. There's also a lot of anger, a lot of, yeah, it's a rage. Okay, yeah, I can feel that. It's almost like the deeper I go into your energy, and it's coming across as like, won't nobody support me? Why didn't anyone support me? How come I can't have this? These are energies of what best can be termed, it feels like, an incomplete childhood. It's like you feeling, it's a chip on the shoulder, right? But it's not even on the shoulder, it's held in your stomach. Okay, so you want to watch any issues that may develop in the stomach area, digestive issues, ulcers, things like that, because these are your unsupported energies manifesting in the body, or it can be, it has the potential to, for some of you, yeah? So some of you, I'm getting that your guides are helping you to avoid that by pushing you into alternative foods, and they've already been helping you with your diet, so you may not have necessarily manifested to the degree that it could be these issues in the stomach area and in the digestive areas. But you're gonna have to move forward by honoring, just like you did in your past. You honored yourself, and that's a beautiful thing. You honored yourself and noted, and you said, okay, well, no one is choosing to acknowledge me. I'm going to acknowledge myself. Now, again, you're going to have to kind of do that here. Acknowledge that you need variety in your life. You need companionship. You need to awaken to a wider arena by intermingling and interfacing with others. Even the word interfacing seems like separate but coming into congruence. It's not even like mixing yet, right? But to do that, you have to allow yourself to drop the mask. And it's very, very clear that it's going to have to be something like, hi, my name is Brian. And that's it. Give yourself the ability to start all over again. Very Sagittarian, okay? do something new. Give yourself a holiday away somewhere, 3 days or 4 days, and make sure it's centered around an activity. Like go somewhere and make sure that you drop into a pottery or ceramics, like wonder why they're giving that example, a ceramics expo or something, and take some classes and meet people and introduce yourself and put your real foot forward. Show them who you are. There's not, because I gotta be honest, I just if this is your group, listen, I feel you. I just don't feel that you are would be misrepresenting yourself, because I just feel like you're not coming from a strong unit. It feels very much like the people behind you, your family or whatever, they're not, like they won't even notice that you're gone. They're not, so it's like you can be free. So I'm gonna go ahead and detach these masks for you, okay? And you don't have to give to get, okay? Remember, you're enough. You're enough the way that you are. So some of you may feel that you always have to make jokes, make other people happy, give them things, treat them to things, spend your money. Like, you don't have to be anything more than you are. You're lovable because you exist. And maybe that is the hardest lesson you're going to have to be facing. You're going to have to, work on. Because, that's something that we don't believe, because we want to see the returns on it. But, if you build it, they will come. All right? All right, group 5, good for you. Fun times ahead if you can let go and be yourself, okay? Some Virgo energies in there as well. All right. Last group. My throat's all dry. Oh, last group. Last group. I almost wanted to say 8. They're calling Tower card on you right away. And the reason why is because you're in the middle of your Tower moment. If you chose group 6, wow. It's almost like group 6, 7, 8. Because I have a group 8. Because look at this. You got the Dark Knight of the Soul, which is the heaviest card in that deck. And you got the 9 of Swords, which is crying in the car, crying in the shower, upheaval, everything. It's pain. And then Spirit is like, you're in the middle of your Tower moment, but I feel kind of good about this, because Spirit is saying we've been trying to reach you, God bless you, for a long time, and they see that you're already in this process of looking at what's happening, and that's why it's almost like you needed to really get that tap on the shoulder. This was such a tap. Whatever you're going through, I just heard the word elevator for somebody here. Whatever you're going through is that Tower moment. Look, it needed to become visible for you so that you can take note of what's going on the inside. Wow. You are carrying a heavy load, group. I just want to call you group 8, because we went from group 5 to 8, containing 6, 7, and 8, right? You're carrying a very heavy load. There's a very heavy price that's going on here. And yes, the word is price. And the reason why the word is price is because it feels like you're carrying energies for your generations. It's almost like you may be carrying some, let me feel into it, because it's, hold on one sec. It's like you've got your own stuff, but you're also quote unquote paying for something from your parents' generations or even beyond. Now, when I say paying for, it could literally be physically like you're owing debts because of them. There's something karmically that you're carrying a load for other people. It doesn't need to be money. It could be because I'm trying to feel into these energies. You know what I'm seeing? It almost feels like an under construction energy. Like I'm feeling into your energies, but there's like that tape around it. The yellow tape that says do not cross, under construction. Because you're in the middle of, like, I'm just hearing a lot of mining, like all of that. A lot of mining, a lot of construction going on. Construction underway. Your guides have got you. You're being taken care of right now. I do feel, unfortunately not for everybody. Obviously, not for everybody. You'll know if it's for you. I do see that there's maybe some medical issues that are associated here, and that's part of this package, so to speak. That's not for everybody, so don't worry if you're like, that's not me, doesn't mean it's going to be. But remember, there are quite a few of you watching, and so, yeah, I'm also getting that some of you may have stepped into something that was unrelated to you and you got caught up in that karma. Could be related to a sisterly figure, sister-in-law, or some type of feminine energy as your peer or counterpart. So maybe you may have overstepped. You may have gotten out of your lane a bit here. There's a little bit of a lesson in there. There's something to be said for. It's not even to say minding your own business, because that's not energetically accurate. It's it's. I'm gonna try and articulate what it is. There's something to be said for. Oh, thank you. Avoiding the pitfalls, whatever that is. If that was for you, there was a pitfall there where you got sucked into somebody else's drama, and it pulled you right in, and now I'm just seeing something about your leg here. So something is going on there where you, doesn't have to be physical, but something is going on there where now you're reaping some repercussions on account of that involvement. Okay, if that's for you, you're going to be like, oh, I know. Yeah, I, lesson learned, not my business. It's kind of like that idea. Whoever that is, the energy is coming through. Whoever this sisterly figure is, the energy that's coming through, it can best be summed up in the word maelstrom. Maelstrom. Okay, maelstrom. So go ahead, you can look that up. So this is a landmine you want to not get involved with. Some of you in this pile also, you may have gotten sucked in. That's the energy here, being sucked into something that, for somebody here, it's business related. You may have invested in something that was not in alignment with your highest purpose, right? And for you, the lesson here is to really stop and ask yourself, why did I pursue that? Was this a grass is greener elsewhere kind of energy that I stepped into? Is there a reason why? So you want to explore that a little bit. What was the rationale for that? Was I avoiding some red flags? Was there pride here? Somebody here was competing with somebody else? Maybe you're competing with a brother for who could appear more affluent or more successful. There are quite a few manifestations of this energy here, so we're just in the details, but energetically speaking, the point of this group 7 to 8 6 to 8, 6, 7, 8, I thought it was just going to be 6, is that you're going through it right now. You're actually going through your tower moment, and the beautiful thing is that you are going to be working on some of these shadows inside, right? So just keep doing what it is that you're doing. If you'd like some support, you can reach out to me. Here I do offer, other readings aside from the shadow reading. I feel like I need to tell somebody here in this group, I'm not here to take away repercussions, okay? Okay, let's talk about that. Because on the one hand, on a conscious level, there's the idea of like, oh, if I come to you, and even if you get the live energy healing session, you're just gonna make all this go away. Like, that's not what I do. I help you move the energy, which helps to chip away, helps you to do your inner work, helps you to grow, learn, evolve, whatever you want to say. But on another level, what I was picking up on is because one of the things that my higher selves, yeah, I was gonna say higher selves, yeah, the couple of them, right? One of the things that my higher selves, or one of them, I don't know, somebody in my field, my stream does is karmic stuff. So we can make karmic adjustments, but that's not for everybody. That's not even something I charge for. Like, you're already in the meeting or the reading or something, and then your guides will say, okay, we're going to do this. So it's almost like they're telling that higher aspect of you, or another aspect of you that's in the non-physical, that getting this work done doesn't mean that we're just going to wipe your slate clean. It just doesn't work that way. We have to learn, and you know, sometimes the only way to learn is to experience, and so that's Earth, right? It's hard, but I can be of assistance to you if you're willing to do the work and you're willing to reach out and whatnot. So either way, as I've told everyone, if you're open to um, getting a reading done or to having an energy healing or energy shift session with me, please go ahead and check my Etsy page, okay? Oh, okay. I think that is it. Wow. Okay. So if anybody has any questions, yawning. Oh, excuse me. If any of you has any questions or whatnot, you can drop it into the chat below, comment box below. And again, if you'd like to have a personal reading or a energy healing session with me, which covers everything, I guess, go ahead and check my Etsy page, okay? And until then, let's just love ourselves, agree to face our shadows, and to knock this out so we can really move through life in a much lighter way, okay? Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.